So, I got a bunch of valid criticism that my videos weren't structured enough, they weren't, maybe consistent, and I understand because I basically improv those. I just throw what I know in there, it was silly. But instead of filling the platform with shitty Barotrauma content, I'll try and actually put some effort in. I mean, more effort because I'm gradually getting into it and actually make a proper video. This time I'll cover human weapons, things you can hold and shoot and throw and stab and whatever, and submarine weapons and their different ammunition types. It's gonna be a bit of a lengthy video. What I'll do now is I'll design the little testing sub, and then we can go over them. Yeah. All right. You have a good one. Hey there, are you an American citizen? Do you like exercising your Second Amendment rights? Do you like killing people or getting killed? But not really, because you're armed as well. Everybody's armed on my submarines. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly go over weapons and stuff. I finished the submarine. Here we go. 1, 2. I'm counting up. I should really calm down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go on to the normal weapons. So, there's a bit of blood, just ignore it. We're just gonna start off with the good old revolver the captain starts with. Of course, headshots deal a lot more damage. Let me just check some. So, I'm not sure if this is outdated information, but it should deal 30 gunshot wound, 40 bleeding, and a bit of stun. So, let's check chest damage. There we go. Let's check head damage. Of course, head is gonna deal like half a life and or even more, and there's gonna cause immense bleeding. It's gonna be horrible. You can go on and just die, please. Thank you. And now, if you have body armor on, it's gonna protect you quite well against revolver shots. So, of course, by like 80%, I think it is. So that's quite nice. Thank you, body armor. And thank you, security guards, for staying alive. Now, yeah, thank you for spacing out, because now we're gonna get on to the next weapon. We're gonna get onto the stun gun. Basically, this is immobilizes you for like just give me 1 second, yeah. So, stun gun now holds 2 darts. It used to only hold 1. But things change. So it stuns for 5, which I think it's 5 seconds. We can count. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 5 seconds. So basically, as 2 shots, 2 charges, 5 seconds. When you stun somebody, you want to be quick, because I'm guessing you don't want to kill them. You just want to put handcuffs on, or you want to plot on killing them by putting handcuffs on and dragging them out the submarine. Well, it says from a range. I'm really curious, what is this range, right? Let's try it from this range. Yeah, if it hits him, that's it. It's not really... Yeah, it does have drop, so careful with that. So you might want to be up and close and personal. That's the stun gun. Let's get on to the pump shot, the riot shotgun. Why did I call it the pump shotgun? Don't even ask. Let's go on to the riot shotgun, which is... It has 6 pellets. No, my bad. Dumbass. It has 8 pellets, right? Let's just make sure they are alright. Alright. 8 pellets. Each pellet dealing 8 gunshot wound. And 6 bleeding and stun. So if you get a full-on blast, all 8 pellets, that 0.2 stun from each pellet is multiplied by 8, and it's 1.6 seconds, if I'm not wrong. So let's only find out if... Let's see. All the pellets hit him. Yeah, he's down for like 2 seconds, and then he got back up. But let's see if like only a few pellets hit her. Yeah, it's really brief, but she got back up. Let's quickly revive him. All right, very nice. Now let's try. Let's try full body shots. Yeah, it's gonna take hefty, just half amount of life. It sucks getting shot in the head. It's even you can imagine it's worse. It can almost kills you. 2 shots is usually just enough from the right range. Let's revive her. Let's check this range. If the pellets land, it's pretty much over. But sometimes you just want to get up and close and personal. So that's got to be with no body armor. But with body armor, it should be... Yeah, it's pretty much saved from 1 to... It just keeps going. It's perfectly fine. Of course, he doesn't have head body armor, but, you know, we're not really testing out helmets and stuff. Even though I probably should, but, you know. What? Okay, so X you switch between crewmen. I didn't actually know that. Boom. Boom. Alright, cool. Let's get on to the next gun, which is the SMG. Fast firing, good for dealing with creatures and sort of, using the SMG. Now, of course, I don't know why that miss. It doesn't deal much damage. It's kind of like the Deadeye carbine, which also uses the same ammo type. If you go for body shots, it's gonna be underwhelming. So let's just revive Mrs. Candace for a quick second, and then let's go for headshots. Yeah, headshots deal like double the amount. Quickly, let me just search how much damage SMGs deal. 15 gunshot wound, 15 bleeding, and it has a 0.125 stunning. So I'm guessing if you just keep shooting, they're gonna pass out at some point, either from blood loss or who knows what. Let's revive her again, and let's load a new clip. We don't have a new clip. That's perfectly fine. Now, I mean, I really need to get out of syringe guns. Alright, basically this is the medic's gun. I put morbusine in it. We all know what morbusine does. And this case, it just usually kills. It suffocates, and it's really potent. Anyway, does it even matter the range? She is now injected with morbusine. I think it penetrates through... Interesting. Why did that not work? Oh, it does work. There we go. And I think body armor has absolutely nothing to do with it. Can you please just die so I can... Excuse me, sir. I mean, woman. I mean, whatever. Alright, I want to check if morbusine affects the person that has body armor. Pretty sure it does. Let's check. So, yeah, it does. Morbusine is right there. I just saw it. So, whether you have or not body armor, you're pretty much screwed. Look at that. And it can hold 4 syringes. So, you can just keep and semi-automatic fire and just till this person... How's this person still alive? Doesn't matter. Let's revive both of them. No more afflictions. Alright, great. Now, alien pistol. I don't actually know much about this. Oh shit, I forgot to cover one more thing. One more gun. Let's have a look at the ancient weapon and the alien weapon, right? Because those are 2 different things, and they do two different things. So the ancient weapon shoots, if I'm not wrong, lasers or some shit. Let's check. Oh, that's... Oh, it's like a jet engine. Look at that. It inflicts burn damage, and it can spread onto other people, I guess. I don't think it really matters. Let me check. Excuse me, sir. I don't think... So it doesn't... Yeah, it just inflicts burn damage. It doesn't spread anywhere. It does deal... Oh, that's a lot of sub damage right there. We don't want that, do we? Anyway, That's the ancient weapon, which is just a burn weapon. Now the alien pistol is quite different because this one, compared to the ancient weapon, which both uses alien power cells, this one inflicts psychosis. So it inflicts burn damage, right? The initial burn damage. Look at that. That's pretty strong. And it has like 2-second stuns as well. Inflicts psychosis. It's crazy, isn't it? Look at that. I don't think... but from what I'm noticing here... Yeah, the body armor seems to protect, but not really. You're still gonna die, buddy. That's just gotta... do for the fancier... for the fancier weapons. And the Asian weapon shows like percentage of how much is left of it, I think. It just feels... You can take out that and you can still use it. Wait, give me 1 second. No. No, apparently you can only use it for a certain percentage. I'm not sure. You can't just always keep it. So, yeah, that's interesting. I did not know that. You see, I should have done my research. I haven't actually got to use the ancient weapon ever. Anyway, now we get onto the harpoons, which are pretty interesting, right? The stuff around me is pretty messed up. Just give me 1 second. Alright. Snap back to reality. We got harpoon weapon thing. So, I don't think you can load multiple... You can either load one ammunition type, even though it doesn't really make sense. You can have normal harpoons, which... Ah, shit, I need to do that again. 1 second. Alright, so this harpoon has pretty straightforward stats. Laceration 30, bleeding 30. It's pretty painful. 0.25 stunning. It seems like the body armor doesn't really stop against it. Yeah, it seems to do the same amount. Look at that. Even their health bars are lined up. It seems to do the same, to have the same effect on both the individuals. So let's revive this person. Let's revive Anthony as well. All right. That should do it. And now let's try the next best thing, which is the explosive harpoon. Now this will actually let's leave that for next. For last. All right, let's go for Psychorium. Ooh, and then we have Ahab's Spear, which is an overpowered shot. It has 70 lacerations, bleeding 50, stun 3 seconds. We're gonna test that out in a bit, but let's go for Psychorium first. Lacerations 50, bleeding 30. So it's kind of the same normal harpoon shot, but this one has higher laceration, probably because Psychorium can be sharper than normal steel. Let's test that out, right? I don't think it should make any difference on the body armor. There we go. That's really bad. I missed you. Sorry, buddy. Let's just do that real quick. Yeah, no, seems like body armor does protect against Psychorium lacerations. What happened there was the bleeding caught up, I think. So body armor might save you from a few shots. All right. So that is Psychorium. It's pretty sharp, pretty straightforward. You might want to replace all your steel harpoons with Psychorium harpoons. Now let's get on to the explosive harpoons. These ones do cause, pretty sure they do cause structural damage more than the normal ones. Normal harpoons deal 10 structural damage. Psychorium 5 for some reason, maybe because they slip easier and they're not as blunt, I would say. And then we have the explosive harpoons, which deal 15 structural damage. It should be safe to use indoors. It should be. I'm not sure. Let's test that out. So these are explosive harpoons. Oh, he's stunned. He's passed out. That just provoked 10 lacerations, 0.25 stun, 40 deep tissue injury, 50 bleeding and 1 second stun. That seemed a bit more than 1 second, but hey, and now he's dying. He's pretty much dying. Let's test Anthony. Right, something happened there because there were no? Yeah, there were things in there. So let's just revive Anthony. Try this again, right? Anthony, just sit tight. Just I wanted to sit tight and still at the same time, so I just said tight. Sit still, buddy. Alright. I'm not sure if that made any difference. Let's revive Edgar. Yeah, no, it seems like it has almost the same effect. Maybe it's a bit more protected from a normal one. But, yeah, that's the explosive harpoon. You can use it to grief as well, of course, it's explosive. Let's get on to the actual explosives. Alright, so I did forget to cover the flamer and the grenade launcher, which has two grenades of what I'm aware of. Let's quickly get onto the wiki and just check while we do this. So it does have stun grenades and normal grenades. We're gonna start with the light stuff first, and then we're gonna go for the explosive stuff next. It's pretty straightforward, to say so. But let's start off with the stun grenades. That's the stun grenade, apparently. I'm just gonna put my suit on. Yeah, that's a stun grenade. Anyway, while we're here, let's test out other grenades, like the MP grenade. There we go. That one just mainly damages electrical equipment. It completely screws it, if you can see. And then there's the normal stun grenade, which, unlike the grenade one, doesn't break anything. It just stuns people. I thought the grenade launcher would really do that, but apparently not really. So let's just restart real quick. Alright, stun grenades. These ones, especially. Stun people. They detonate, have a 5-meter radius. They do that, they cause a bit of damage. And they should be stunned for like 25 seconds. I'm not gonna count, and I don't think I'm gonna sit around to wait. So, alright, so I'm gonna go over the special weapons, the ones you can only find in wreckages. Wrecks, maybe. I'm not sure how you say it, to be honest. But hey, these are it at the moment. We have the European handshake, the boomstick, the Deadeye carbine, and the prototype steam cannon. Now these, all of them have special things when it comes to special attributes, I'd say. The steam cannon uses welding tool, fuel tanks, and incendium fuel tanks, so whichever you have, handy. They both work, I would say, the same. They don't have any special affliction other than just the normal 1.25 burn. Yeah, so in this case, as I'm seeing here, alright. Incendium fuel tanks do last twice as long. That's what I just noticed. That's what I just read right here. So let's quickly just go here and grab an incendium fuel tank. Now we have a person with body armor and the person without body armor. In this case, I don't think it matters. It's just steam. But that's so nice because look at it. Nothing's catching fire. It's just steam. Where are you going? Excuse me. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay, let's what's her name? Yeah, I had to enable cheats. I'm on the submarine testing section. So probably not the best one. She's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll get back to you. Anyway, you? Oh yeah, she just got caught up in this stuff. Anyway, let's revive her as well. Ah, shit. Schmidt. Schmidt. Alright. Cool. Yeah, don't worry, you're all alright. So this is the prototype steam cannon. Very nice. It's like a flamer. Nothing is set alight. There's no need for fixing or ever, just killing stuff. I have to test it on creatures as well, so let's just put this on and let's spawn in a crawler, right? Let's do that. And it's probably outside. Yeah, you can sit here, that's fine. Yeah, I'll... is it outside? Probably, yeah. But yeah, at this point, we're just gonna test them on humans. Alright, so that's gotta be it for that. Let's put that somewhere here. There you go. Let's test out the next thing, which intrigues me. It's a double barrel shotgun called the boomstick. Let's load two shots in it. And it looks pretty nice. Feels pretty threatening. Let's see what Nicole has to say about... Oh shit. Yeah, it's a 2-shot. Let's can we go back? Yeah, we can. Oops. There we go. Very nice. Security. I am security, bitch. You're fine. Anyway, let's see you. Alright, you have a body armor on. Let's go like seeing distance. Oh, she's perfectly fine. So, shotguns are in body armor solution, guys. Come on. Does a revive on her work? Wait. Yeah, it just does. It's just perfectly fine. Cool. Yeah, that's gotta be the boomstick. Very nice gun. It feels good. That's all I can say about it. Let's move on to the next one, the dicarbine. Right, so the boomstick, I don't think it had anything special. Let me just see if I missed out anything. Yeah, it does have a stun, but I think that's quite normal with shotguns, isn't it? Yeah, it inflicts... Yeah, no, it inflicts stun and gunshot wounds and bleeding. That's nice. Let's see, Deadeye Carbine. This one is interesting because I read about it that... So it holds SMG magazines, right? We have them right here. You can take aim with... So as I was saying, right? Let me just put these back. So yeah, let's not talk about that. As I was saying, ooh wait, let's give me. Yeah, I know. I was just saying you can take SMGs, SMG magazines, and of course you can aim with it. And you know, the further you get, the less accuracy you have. But one thing is about this. From what I understood, these tend to get... Ooh, okay. It has a lower fire rate and it's more accurate at longer ranges. And it spawns rarely, so like 3 and 1%. I'll put the things here. Anyway, yeah, let's test it out on these boys. You're gonna be first, Mrs. Candice Gallardo. What? Right. What the hell just happened? Important to notice that this does not deal that much damage. Let's check longer ranges. You might want to be very accurate because From what I can notice, it doesn't deal that much damage. It does use SMG magazines. It inflicts 15 bleeding, 15 gunshot wound, and a bit of stun. Yeah, so yeah, so that has to be it. Let's put that back in here. And now let's try the European handshake. UK style, right here. Hey, buddy. So that seems to work like just a normal knife. It's a variant of the diving knife, and the thing it has, it's that it's apparently lattered or something with morbusine poisoning. So cool. Yeah, it is morbusine poisoning. So that's just gonna start spreading and get a lot worse. So I guess once you get hit with this, you're just gonna die. So probably just once is enough. Let's try that out. So he's fine. She just passed out. I hit her multiple times. It's understandable. Let's try that again. Oh, how are you, sir? Yeah, so they get morbusine poisoning. I think it depends on where you hit them. Along with morbusine, of course, there's bleeding, lacerations, and a bit of stun, as with any weapon, really. Yeah, their O2 is starting to decrease. They're starting to die, so pretty much just like a one-hit kill, I guess. It just takes a while. Damn. That's pretty brutal. I like this little knife. Where can you find it, really? All these weapons can be found in Rex, medical cabinet racks. Apparently this for this knife, and cabinets. So there you go. 1% for cabinets and 3% for medical cabinets. Yeah, those are the funky weapons. Let's get on to the next interesting stuff. Melees. Now, you can use a bunch of things as melees, but I just picked out the things that you'd most likely use as melees. We have a crowbar, a diving knife, husk stinger, stun baton, wrench, screwdriver. Now, out of all of these, I've never used the husk stinger. Right. Oh shit. I never used the husk stinger. So, husk stingers are acquired from husks 9% of the time. So, what do? They really just stab, 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 stab. Just stab stuff. It deals 5%, no, not 5. 5 laceration, 10 bleeding. Let's revive this woman. What's your name? Miss Carrie Meza. Okay, great. Or Meza, or whatever. Carrie Meza, you're alright. Now let's get on to the stun baton. And poor Carrie, whatever. You're gonna be our friendly neighborhood stun baton test experiment. But first, we will need body armor. Because we don't have that. Everything exploded last time. Body armor. There we go. So, body armor, pretty self-explanatory. Can I put it in her thing? No, I can't. So, stun baton. I'm pretty sure it takes 1, 2, 3 hits to stun. It usually stuns for like 5 seconds, I think it is. Let's quickly check that. Stun baton. Yeah, okay. Stun baton. Normally, it just deals 4 blunt force trauma and 0.15 seconds of stun. with battery cell, which is this one. Blunt force trauma 4, 0.15 seconds, and incremental stun 35, which I have no idea what an incremental stun is. I'm guessing this is added up. Let's check real quick. Is a head and affliction that slows and stuns. Alright, so incremental stun slows your victim down and it makes it easier to catch up with them. Anyway, that is mainly it. It does use your battery up, and you can use Fulgurium battery cells as well, which I never do, but I should probably start using them. Fulgurium batteries. Let's do that. Battery cell. It should spawn it. It's right there. We can load that stun baton with it, and it should think it has a higher incremental stun of 55 compared to 35. Let's test it on Pull Will Mooney. 1, 2. So with that one, takes just 2 hits. With a normal battery, it takes 3 hits. It also uses a lot less from what I can notice. I can hit him multiple times, and it takes a lot. I mean, I think it takes a lot longer for him to get up from the stun. So Fulgurium power cells is the way to go. Not power cells, battery cells, but it's the same kind of, not the same thing at all. Anyway, that's the stun baton. Let's just throw that back in there. House Stinger, we tested it. Lacerations, you know what body armor does protect against it. We don't need to test that. Same goes for diving knife. Stab him this way. Body armor protected him. Stab him this way. There's a bit more bleeding. It's slowly going down. People here are trained. Her body's perfectly fine. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, now we got a proper hit in the head. Now, see, there's different parts that can be affected. So it's not incredibly easy to test things out. I would say. Unless you spawn a person with no arms or legs or whatever. I think this can be done more technical. But this is all I'm going to say for now, that the knife deals 10 bleeding damage and 10 laceration and stuns for 0.2 seconds. So just keep hitting and hope for the best. Look at that. Just quickly, just stabbing for people. That's the UK right there for you guys. Anyway, that should be the diving knife. Let's get on to the tools such as crowbars. Now, crowbars are a bit more interesting because they not only make you feel like Gordon Freeman, they also make you feel like a god. I'm joking. But you mainly use them for doors, but if you do want to hit with them, they do... I don't know what they do because it doesn't necessarily say on the wiki. I'm probably looking at the wrong wiki. Yeah, I'm looking on the wrong wiki. Let's test it out. Oof. That's a longer stun. I'm guessing that's a 0.5, and it deals blunt force trauma. Let's test normal people. Alright, I hit it properly. That's a proper stun. Blunt force trauma. And I think the wrench should be the same. Wrench deals blunt force trauma. Same goes for the body armor bit. There we go. Broken bones. Now we have screwdrivers. These ones should provoke lacerations, I'm guessing. Yeah, lacerations, deep bleeding wounds. Same goes for Mr. Will Mooney. So, yeah, these are not horrible weapons. If you're desperate, they're the best weapons you can possibly have. Now, those are the melee weapons I wish to cover. We can get on to the guns now. To the proper guns. So we're gonna go for guns. Submarine guns now. I improvised a little thing here. It's not amazing. It just works how it should, right? This can be obviously upgraded in campaign, can be made to move faster, to waste less capacitor, energy, whatever, right? I'm gonna start off the railgun ones, because they do have... why did I put 2 volatile compounds? That's unfortunate. Anyway, let's take these ones. There's a normal compound that's not volatile. We will use that, but let's load the volatile one, because this one is the nuclear one. As you can see, it has a half-life. If I'm not wrong, it deteriorates over time. So when you craft it, you want to use it. All right, you don't want to waste time. It's very dangerous. It definitely kills your target. I will display right here. You can see the railgun shell falling back. Remember, when you do use railgun shells, you can reuse them if you find them, if they land on your submarine, which usually they do, unless you shoot them off to the side or down. You shoot them up, they will land on your submarine. Won't cause any damage. You can just go outside, pick them up when you're good to go. All right. That's the nuclear. Anyway, I'll just display the stats on the right side, and until then, I'm just gonna load railgun shells and shoot them. This one is C4 and Incendium, right? It should set on fire anything it hits. Also, one important thing I'd like to point out: don't shoot loaded railgun shells with explosives in the target or in the submarine, because we all know what that happens. If the target is close to the submarine, the explosion's gonna affect it. You're gonna see leaks. You're gonna, even worse, you could even start sinking, because explosion radius just fucks the old submarine up. We don't want that. We have UEX, which is a simple compound made of sodium and phosphorus. This is probably the most basic one you can make, and it's very nice to make sure to have your shells loaded with something like that. Of course, you're not gonna see any difference when you're shooting the shell. You're just gonna you're probably gonna notice a difference of when you're hitting the target. I wish I could prove it, but it's a bit tedious. I'm sure you can test that out yourself. I don't want to spoil the experience of using explosives, so... Also, I'm a bit lazy, but it's mainly that. Now let's get to the coil gun. The coil gun has 4 ammo types. The normal ammo type, which you can craft with, I think it was steel and aluminium. Really nice, really basic. It's alright. It does its job. It does what it's meant to do, right? Let me just charge the supercapacitor quicker. It does what it's meant to do. Shoot targets, boom, 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 whatever, yeah? Now we have 3 other ammo types. We have explosive ammo types. These one will hit your target and will detonate on impact. They're probably a bit safer to hit the target if they're closer to the submarine compared to the railgun, which has a larger impact. These ones are alright for what I use them for clearing out icicles and stuff, but you can use them forever. Of course, you won't notice any difference when you shoot them. Makes sense to me. Now we have piercing ammunition types. These are very good for Molochs. At the moment, I think they'll be nerfed because they're really good. They can shred. These shred. I personally, in campaign, I don't use anything else except these ones, right? I mainly use piercing ammunition boxes. This will probably be changed, but at the moment they're really, really good, and they kick ass, basically. And we have the final one, which has a different sprite. It used to look the same as the normal Coilgun ammunition box. Is the Psychorium ammunition box, which is Coilgun ammunition box, but with Psychorium, which you can mine. You can find for caves and stuff, whatever. I'm guessing it just deals extra damage. The stats are obviously on the right. You can see them. Yes. Okay. Alright. That happened again. If I got a coin every time, the sub would just explode for no reason. I mean there's obvious reasons, but you know. What the problem was, I had volatile compounds in this, and when they fully deteriorate, they explode. So you want to use them. You want to use them. You don't want to leave them around. All right. Let me just put the compound, the normal one, the stable one that does not deteriorate. It's perfectly fine to use and to keep in storage. Make sure nothing goes off by it because your sub will explode. Yeah. Pretty much that should be it. Now, just a little side note, because this is pretty much the end. I covered everything that was going through my mind and thinking that I should have in the video and shouldn't. Quick side note, right? I hope this video is a lot more structured. I do have plans to go over submarines. I did have good feedback, very good feedback, and good suggestions to go over, and I want to put more effort into this. I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing, and I hope it will teach me. I pointed towards you. No, it will teach me and you guys as we go, because this is an awesome game, and you definitely want to grab a few buddies and just hop on and just laugh at the fact that you leave unstable nuclear compounds in the navigation room and they just blow up and ruin your whole mission. But yeah, I'd like to say thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the constant, you know, viewership, I'd say, and thank you for watching. It's been, if you want any more of these face cam videos, more than happy to do them. More than happy. Peace.